Greeting guys, greeting guys. Today I'm going to present about how I own my own first properties and buying properties every year because this is what I achieve and I believe everyone also want to own more properties to get more assets and get a better life, right? Okay, so I'm also the winner of my Home, My Story competition by PropertyGuru 2 years ago. And that is one of my catalysts in getting more properties as well. Okay, so I'm going to intro more about myself. Okay, this is my competition 2 years ago. This is the article I wrote for PropertyGuru and I won 10,000. I really won 10,000 cash from PropertyGuru. This is me at their HQ and this is me now. Basically, this year I'm still young, I'm 28 years old, but I own around 6 properties already. But my setting of goal is very feasible and easy. 1 year, 1 property. That's not much, but that's sustainable. Okay, I talk more about myself first a little bit. I'm from Kedah, Northern Region, Penang. I'm the youngest of the 6 siblings, and now I'm 28 years old. And the time I joined the competition, I already owned 3 properties. When I won the 10,000, I was around 25, 26 years old. And now I had more properties. And currently I'm based in Penang. I'm traveling from Penang to this site to give a talk. I was expecting people to get something, some tips and some info from me. Okay. When I was young, right, I graduated and I faced few challenges. The challenges that people are saying property won't go up in price. Property are useless and because they are doing their own business and they are working and they are earning higher income, they are doing their good business, getting a lot of money. People are telling me, are you sure you're going to join property line? 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That time the market was down, correct? Correct, right? 3 years ago the property was down and people are saying property won't go up in price. If you are buying, the property will stuck in the market. 3-4 years ago. And until today, last year, people are saying property are seeing low in price, couldn't go up in price. But what motivates me is that I want to help more people to earn more money and invest in more properties. Then, because what I believe is that everyone can work and get their full-time salary, or everyone can open their own business. But how sustainable is working and getting their business running forever? Why not we invest in properties and get the cash flow, the capital appreciation one shot? We can get the income one shot and we can retire easily at 40 years old. I had met some customers of mine from property line. They are only 40 years old, but they are already fully retired, whereby they don't need to worry about their business, not to worry about their work, and they can shopping every day. Okay, and the last thing, I won't give you even a cent for this property purchase. This is what my parents told me. My first property I bought myself. The second property I bought myself. The third property I bought myself. By the time I bought my fourth property, my parents didn't know I bought a lot of properties. They only know I got 1 property. Okay. I'm going to tell next. Okay. So, whenever you purchase a property, this is what we face. Firstly, we base on emotion to purchase property. We see the house very nice, then buy, based on emotion. Then secondly, if you are young, we have not enough money for the down payment. Thirdly, we bought the wrong property because based on people recommendation or salesperson. Then fourth, we don't have experience in buying property because we are not sure how to purchase property when we was young. The other challenges are procrastination. We are waiting for property price to drop. We are waiting for better property to come out. And we are listening to our friends, our peers, not to buy the property or to buy the property. And we didn't do any research for the property we were going to buy. Then the last one, we choose mortgage by interest rates. This is all the problem faced by young people nowadays. The reason I put up this is because most people buy property by emotion. They see the property they like, they buy. But in the end, they are not making money. Then the scam bought the wrong property. They see Let's say we see KL City, Selangor, then we bought further because the house is cheaper. But the house in the end didn't go up in price. Then we also had not enough money. Not enough money can be settled. All the houses I bought, I had not enough money to buy. We got a lot of ways to settle it. Then no experience, we're afraid to buy property. Then we have to ask people how to buy property. So I'm going to show what's the solution next. Okay, wait. But before that, going to the solution, I'm going to talk about how I bought my first property for the property conversion, the story I bought. First thing is, I graduated in 2014 from UUM, University Malaysia, Utara. Then I had my internship on the same year, 2014, with a salary of only 600 ringgit in Penang. Then I get a full-time job with the developer for 1,008 per month. Then I searched for my properties and I closed the same deal on the same year. And then I had a lot more interesting things to do. Okay, from this part, right? 2014 was the year when the property price was down and a lot of people are not buying. So, may I ask who is owning more than 2 properties now? Owning more than 2 properties? Okay, okay. More than 3 properties? 2, 3. You? 3. Okay, so the challenges, I think the next one is how we're going to get the cash flow for the 20 to 30%. Okay. Okay, I'll say next. Okay, before I go to the solution, let me see what I bought for the past years. The first house was a single-story semi-D in 2014. The second house I bought an apartment 2015. The third one I bought a double-story terrace 2016, and the fourth another single-story semi-D 2017. Then last year condominium, and this year I bought a double-story terraces. The reason I can easily bought the property is very simple. I'll tell you now the tips. But before I tell you now the tips, can I ask, do you have any questions so far? No. What do you guys want to know more about raising the cash? No. Never mind. Okay. The first thing we have to buy property fast is we have to buy property young and buy when we have the availability to buy it fast, buy it young. I bought the property this 2014. First one 90% loan amount. Second one 90% loan amount. By the time I bought my third property, my first and second already increased in price. I can refinance, or I can sell it off, or I can rent it out and raise the cash for the third property. Then the third property I do the same way, same tricks, and I bought the fourth property. The fourth property I do the same tricks, fifth property. Basically, it's very simple. Okay. Okay, so in this property investment, right, do you guys know what's the main point? You say return, investment return, or anything else, but can I ask what's the most important thing in property investment? For you, example? Okay, not sure. Anyone? What's the most important things in property investment? Location. How about you? Real. Return. Okay. Location and return. For my key point, I got partially correct with your guys. The first one is sustainability. The second one is return, cash flow. The reason I did not mention location is that because every area they can become an old city. Once they become an old city, the new city center development will bring you more money. Let's say today you plan to invest in city center, the return is already max, the price is already max. So you purchase a property in outskirts, whereby supported by the government, supported by the developer, to build it very fast, big city, you can earn more, normally. Okay. Next is the things to notice for a property development. This is a 5 key point. Development zone. The first one is development zone. Like this area, some of my friends tell me this area, Damansara, before there's a IKEA, Then they have a lot of development in this area. So the price going up from A to Z, even is from outskirts from KL City. Development zone is the main key point. Second thing is media perception. If today there's a media perception by the government, for example, the newspaper, right, this area going to develop in 5 years, there'll be MRT, RRT. This is media perception. The third thing is area of growth lag. For example, you buy in KL City, the price is 1,600 per square feet, and next to it is 1,000 ringgit. That one is price lag. But it mostly happens in sub-sale properties. Sub-sale properties only can get the income from price lag. Then media attention. This one happens in Penang. Media attention. Currently, there's a new IKEA in Penang, Batu Kawan. So there's a lot of media attention at that area, and the prices are going tremendously from 100,000. I mean the low-cost old houses from 100,000, they go up to 240 in a short period of time, which means 140% return. But I'm not saying buying low cost. I'm not saying buying low cost. You can buy the medium range properties around 300 to 400 prices. They can go up to 600, 600 in short time period. Then prestigious location like today, Mutiara Damansara, KL City. This is one of the key points as well. Okay, next is bond effect. Bond effect is something happens when the main area, the price starts going up, and the price around it are still low. So they push the price up out to the outskirt area, so the price is going up to the further side. Okay, right? Then fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is the point of demographic, salary increment, inflation. That one is fundamental analysis. Let's say today we compare KL and Penang. Penang salary is lower than KL. That's why all the time people saying KL is better investment than Penang, because their rental is also lower, and their rental in KL is higher because of their salary. Then the third thing is technical analysis. Technical analysis, everyone can do it very easily. Like comparing price per square feet, this condo next to your condo. Or if you are buying sub-sale, you compare your property price with another sub-sale next to it. If you are buying freehold compared to leasehold, you cannot have the price different more than 15%. Freehold and leasehold mostly can differ by 15% only. More than 15% I can consider is overpriced. Okay, right? Then future city. Future city is planned by the government. The government will report in the newspaper whereby they're going to develop this area like TRX. They call it Tun Abdul Razak City, right? In KL. That one is a future city. So what we can do from here, we look around the properties around, what's their price, and look around at TRX, what they are selling their price. Only we can know how much we can earn. Okay. Then last one is stage one. Do you guys know what is stage one? Stage one? Don't know. Stage one? Stage one refers to the first project of the township. Every time you want to invest in the township development, you must buy the phase one, early bird, phase one. If you buy the last phase, phase 5, then you are not the early bird, better don't buy. Because the price is already maximum. Unless they are providing freebies, rebates, rental return, that'll be a different story. Because we couldn't fight with the earlier purchaser. Okay, right? Okay, next. Why I joined property, my home, my story 2 years ago. First thing, before even the competition starts, I already submitted my stories and my article to PropertyGuru. Then before I submit to PropertyGuru, I already had my own article through other developers. This is my other article for the developer. Actually, I do this on a goodwill basis. I did not expect any return, but I want to educate the market so more people can own more properties. I'm from below average families from the start until now. So I just want to educate the market so they can own more properties and have a better life and can go further. Like today, I had owned 6 properties and my life getting better. Okay. Okay, so the other reason I do all my sharings on property portals, PropertyGuru, and Penang Property Talk It's because I hate it and I don't like it when a lot of property guru, they give fake news, like have to buy from them, then they get their increment, their commission halfway, or some agents are trying to sell you, then they get their whole commission. But in the end, the one suffering is we ourselves have to bear the mortgage for 30 years, 25 years to 20 years. So this is my principle. I just want to help the public or anyone. Okay. And how do I want the contest? I provide a story, my real story. My real story is like this. I share some of my real stories. When I was young, I was being kicked out from my house by my parents. So I was getting hot. I want to buy properties for my own self to stay. Then I had the idea of telling my real story to people because instead of getting my own house to stay, I get a lot of properties from the motivation. So I want to share my stories to everyone. So my principle is very simple, telling the truth, not lying to people. Not selling you properties and then I get the commission. I didn't sell anything. I sell tips. I didn't sell tips also. Okay, so what happened to me next? Today, I'm still providing property tips and property stories to Penang Property Talk. I'm one of the contributor columnists for Penang Property Talk in Penang. This website only famous in Penang, the most famous one in Penang. And I have shared a lot. Hopefully everyone can save the website if you intend to buy Penang properties. This one is the main website for Penang. So after all my struggles, currently I actually had a better life with more money and more time with my family. This is how we earn. This is what we earn from our properties. Properties is not on liabilities if we know how to manage it. Properties is an asset and it can build our future wealth. I actually plan to retire at 40 years old. If let's say today I had owned 6 properties and I'm 28 years old, let's say in the next 12 years I'm going to buy another 12 properties. By the time I'll have 18 properties. By the time I have 18 properties, I rent out every unit. Let's say I rent out 1,001 unit. I already had 18,000 per month. Okay, this is all my other works in other websites and forums. Okay, besides that, I'm going to publish my books as well for property investment. The books is very straightforward whereby we're going to tell how we're going to buy property, invest in properties, and what we're going to earn. The reason I'm not selling any speech or investment classes because I want to make it affordable for people to earn money in property. So the only way is come up with your books. The book going to be launched in this year, around 3 months. The main point of the books is educating the mass market. Second thing is affordable property learning. Instead of giving 5,000 to a class and then we learn the same thing. Actually, I had written down everything in the book from A to Z. Then creating awareness of owning properties. Some youngsters, they are delaying properties purchase for lifestyle. And because they're afraid once we bought property, we'll let go of our lifestyle. But that's not true. I buy property first, but now my lifestyle can be better. But I'm still young. The reason you have to buy property fast and early is that the government restriction is going to be stricter and harder to apply loan, harder to get houses in the future. They are going to help, I think they are going to help those B40 group of customers, people. And the middle income won't get any benefits. But the top T20 top people, they will still be living a rich life because they're already rich. Then inside the books, this is all the point. Money management skill on real estate, awareness on the changing market, educating the youngsters, and making real estate perfect with knowledgeable buyers. So let's say my strategy is very simple. I tell you today, I bought my first property, then I rent it out. I bought my second property, then I rent it out. Then where I stay at the rented room. Then the houses increase in price. I refinance. I bought my third property with the 70% loan. Fourth property with 70% loan. Then the next thing, if you know IHC, Investment Holding Company is a legal entity for your own self. You can open an IHC and transfer your property to the IHC. So, yes, IHC. So you can transfer the house to your company, but the company is still under your name. But your loan will be, your loan margin will get back to 90%. First house 90, second house 90, third house 70. You have to make sure your house all the time keep it 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then our property transfer to company. But if you do not want to open company, you just buy, rent, refinance, and settle. IHC will be troublesome a bit because there will be charges yearly. Should be around 6,000 per year. Quarterly will be around 300.
IHC.
Okay, IHC is very simple. You just get the company secretariat, get them to open a company, settle. But you must inform them it's an investment holding company, IHC. If you want, I also can recommend you later on. Okay, so make sure you look for my books. Actually, I written everything, including ISC and refinance and buying property non-stop. It's not building more debts. No multiple submission, no compression loan. It's a sustainable way of buying properties every year. Okay, this is my content, part of my content. My content is very easy and straightforward. Key point, tips, and remarks. Tips, key point, and definition. Very easy, straight to the point. No hanky-panky, no storyline. Okay, so before I end, I want to teach 3 simple steps to have a safer investment. Very simple. This one very simple. If today I do not want to learn more about property investment like calculation per square feet or anything, I just look for these 3 items. Simple. Look for new development and with a property booster like Penang, Batam, they build IKEA. Then so you see in KL what new things they're going to build and you see the surrounding. It's very simple. Just look for new development with a booster. Second thing, compare the pricing using bricks.my. It's a free website to compare the prices. Let's say today you have own 3 properties. You just compare the prices using the website and you already know your benchmark. Either your property earn a lot or a little bit, or your property price can go higher. Third thing, use back PropertyGuru to check the rental market. Property prices determined by their property rental for their value. Let's say you see in KL City the rental is very high and the prices is high. Every property prices is supported by rental. This is a simple step if you want to save our time and did not look for any other calculation formula. This is a very simple strategy. Okay, if you guys are developers or universities or government agencies, you can contact me. This is my contact, Anderson 012445572. I give talk like today. I give seminar, 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. Besides that, I can do also classes for everyone like universities, real estate agencies, developers, investors, public and government agencies. Okay. This is my Facebook. My Facebook is still new and my Insta also new, had nothing much about property about me. Okay, but you guys can follow me. Once I launch my book, I'll give out the link. Okay, is there
Thank
any
you so
question?
much, Anders.